What up, chat? How we doing? How we doing? Let me know how the audio is, how I am in comparison to the game. I turned down the game quite a bit. I'll probably need to turn it up. But this is Samurai Warriors 5. The embargo has just lifted at 4:01. So I'm going to be playing this for the first time. Outside of the trailers, I don't know anything about this game. I've dabbled in several Samurai Warriors games, namely like the 4 series. Not too much, though, just a little bit. But I've enjoyed them. I enjoy Musou games very much. I hope this game is good. We'll find out together. There wasn't something that was curious. I was digging into the settings earlier just to make sure everything was set up. Didn't see any language options. So either this game is in English and you can't change it, or this game is in Japanese and you can't change it. I'm going to guess it's the latter. Let's get the lore. Yo, did you guys see Japan won a gold medal in skateboarding at the Olympics? Pretty cool. Glad my home country is representing. Game audio is low. Alright, let's turn that sucker up. How's the mic? Does the mic sound okay? Hey, thanks, Vinicius. Hope you're doing well too. We can turn the mic down just a smidge. The shogunate are in disarray. I definitely prefer this style of storytelling than the way Dynasty Warriors has done it sometimes. Like, this is not super high budget, but it has more style and consistency, I think, than some other Warriors games. Do we travel through time? This game has the thick outline Street Fighter 4 kind of style to it, so I'm curious to see how prominent that is and how that translates into the game. Yo, we're gonna have to find some characters. Gonna have to find some waifus. / husbandos. Raisa with and her silver medal at age 13 for skateboarding, Andrew Unk? That's sick. What is your country? Is it Brazil? You will begin the story of Nobunaga Oda. Classic. Selecting and clearing scenarios will unlock new scenarios. To get started, select the first scenario, Raid on Imagawa. You can change the difficulty level by pressing triangle. Okay. We're on normal. We'll try normal for now. I don't think we're going to do a Tribes of Midgar review, but if I recall correctly, we are going to try to do a stream for it. Yeah, Mbun, definitely keep an eye on the audio and let me know once we get into the game. Let's just see. Okay, so it's just easy, normal, and hard for difficulty. Nothing too crazy. We'll start on normal. Sometimes Musou games are too easy, so we might have to bump it up, but we'll see. We're just getting our feet wet. Chad, I cooked some wonderful lunch today. I had some chicken and rice and asparagus, and it was good. I did a good job. It was a little... The chicken was a little oversalted. I fucked up a little bit there, but it was pretty good.
Nobunaga-sama, 本当にやんのか?
ああ。来たぞ。
Got your ass kicked on hard? That's good to know.
結構な数だな。
だからこそ油断している。まさか俺たちに狙われているとは思うまい。
なるほど。
普 通のやり
Yeah,
方で
I
は
like how this looks too.
ダ
I'm
ン
with
ス
you.
に飲まれるだけだからな。マタザは負けると思うか？
聞くなよ。俺はお前を信じるだけだ。行くぞ
I gotta play the Age of Calamity DLC that came out. I haven't touched that yet.
天文15年、旧来の支配体制が瓦解した終わりでは、激しい権力闘争が続いていた。そのような情勢下で、一人の若者が元服を
Who has done more for
織
Nobunaga
田信
Oda
長である。
in video games than Koei Tecmo?
好奇心旺盛で破天荒な振る舞いを好む信長は、幼なじみの又座こと前田利家と共に遊び暮らす日々を送っていた。父の後を継ぎ織田家当主となった後も、信長の素行が改まることはなく、家中
Outrageous
の者たちは
behavior.
頭を悩ませ続けた。そんな中、
KFC.
駿河の大大名
KFTC
今川義元が三河の小大名の嫡子徳川家康を人質とすべく護送の兵を派遣する。天下に最も近いと言われる義元の動きに誰もが静観を決め込む中、ただ一人信長だけが動いた。わずかな手勢のみを率いて城を飛び出した信長は、家康を奪取すべく今川軍を吸収したのである。信長編第一章、夜明け前、今川吸収。
Alright, we're starting out as Nobunaga.
俺のやり方。
He just seemed to like three houses. That's good. I'm not surprised that he likes three houses. I'm very happy that he's playing it. I think that's awesome. Fantastic game. And he chose the right house. How sick is that? Alright, let's begin battle. First fight. You said to turn the air down a sec. A tick. It says it in the title, but in case you guys are curious, I'm playing this on PS5. It's the PS4 version. And boy, those load times seem great. Frame rate seems great. Image quality seems not great. Alright, so we can... Alright, it's gonna have us do a tutorial. Mash square. Your first tutorial is mash square.
なんだ、戦わねえのかよ。帰り討ちにしてやりゃいいじゃねえか。
You gotta love that in Muso, when you have like a whole like wave of enemies that you're just messing up. But so far pretty standard stuff. You're gonna hear me mashing buttons, that's for sure. Slashing 50 dudes at once is a pretty good feeling. It is. Alright, can we see what combos we have? Yeah, okay. So we have that. We have that. Okay. pretty basic so far.
いいところに現れたな、信行。
Is this the full game? This is the full game. This is the full freaking game. I have not played the demo. Apparently, you can transfer data from the demo into the full game, which is always appreciated.
この勢いで人質を追いかけようぜ。
The Odachi is a weapon with a wide range and great attack strength, especially effective against crowds. It can take down scores of enemies with a single slice. Jump straight into a group of enemies with hyper attack, then use a wide-ranging power attack to wipe them out. Yeah, seems pretty good.
本田平八がいる限り、こっから先には行かせねえぜ。ほう。敵ながらいい面がない。
Lock on. That's good.
こちらも手を抜けんな。
Alright, we've got Muso attacks. You guys probably know what those are. If your health gauge is red, you do a true Muso attack. So you can play it risky.
おじさまの人質を奪おうなんてバカなの？全力で潰してあげる。
全軍かかれ。今川に立てついた。
Ah, that was an okay
たっぷりと
Muso.
公開させてやるのだ。
今川の本体が現れた。これで後戻りはできなくなったな。つけ野郎にしてやられたか。開門。
Do we have, like, some
竹の
evasion?
人質を奪おうなど不届き千番。
Yeah, get
ブ
off.
スッとどもめ。
We gotta jump.
ここで成敗してくれるわ。
We have a guard. Okay, guard and then evade. Good shit. Really being blessed by Easy A streams today. Yeah, I just wanted to stream this as soon as it was out, so you guys could get a look at it. Probably not going to be anything too crazy. You know, all of this is extremely familiar so far. Ooh, we can practice our perfect blocks. That always feels good.
わしはここで時を稼ぎます。
Funny that we were wondering about
若は逃げ延びてくだされ。
evade, and it told us like right after.
無理
That.
はするな。
That down slam move looks like it stuns, so we can pretty much just mess them up forever. So you can tech as well.
位置も来てくれたのか。俺は兄弟に恵まれたな。
Nice.
俺をうつけと
We're
侮
delivering
ったか。
vaccines to Japan. I wish.
フルはなんだか。
信長様
We're
の前
saving
に敵はいね
Japan
えな。
virtually. We're saving like classic Japan through the power of Musa. Alright, it wants me to block, so we'll just... Did we get a perfect block in there? I think we did. Yeah, okay, so it'll stagger when you get a perfect block. Which makes sense. Saving Japan at what cost, though?
信行たちが押されているか。直ちに援護するぞ。
I don't know. Like, maybe my thumbs, because I'll have to mash so much? They were gonna have anime stuff at the Olympics during the original pitch.
敵将、討ち取ったぞ。
We'll have to redeem it by having, like, the Easy A Olympics. It's full anime. let's get that health. How do I call my horse? Okay, L2 is called horse. Nice. What is this? Oh. Little goodie. Yo, anybody playing Pokemon Unite? I'm actually having a pretty good time with it. The item monetization kind of sucks, but beyond that, I like it a lot. Reluctantly playing? Yeah, understandable response. It's just so nice playing a Muso where the games are so quick. I love that immensely. It can be kind of hard to communicate with your team. Getting daily done until 20 minutes totally makes it. Yeah, it's a good call. Like, so far anyway, I've been able to get the challenges, the daily missions done, like, all within like a half hour to an hour, I guess. Got run over 2 matches in a row by Snorlax. The character that's been really strong in my games, I haven't been playing them, but Machamp just seems like a fucking monster. Like, a good Machamp can just steamroll everybody. Lucario is really good too. Yeah, that's west back there. Yeah, if you see the orange cat, it's west. The golden cat is east. Talonflame is the meta. Interesting. Haven't seen a lot of Talonflames, honestly. I've seen a few for sure, but not a ton. Mr. Mime seems really fun. I haven't played him yet. I like Gengar a lot. I've enjoyed Gengar. Really enjoyed Pikachu as well. I don't think Gengar is that great. I don't think he's bad, but I don't think Gengar is that great, but I'm having fun with him. He's very much like an assassin character. And you really need to be supported by your team for that to work. Snorlax is OP. Interesting. Yeah, I've played with a lot of Snorlax. I haven't played Snorlax myself, but he hasn't seemed overpowered to me, but maybe I'll have to dig into him. I mean, he's just got crazy health. Alright, so Rage Mode greatly boosts your abilities, including strength and speed. The Gauge Mode will slow to peak. When it's activated again. Okay. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Man, this is the perfect game to just zone out. It's kind of nice to stream it because it's an easy game to talk to chat. Alright, that was pretty sick. The ending there was pretty sick. Zero Aura seems good. Why do the colors gray out? That's a good question, Golden Triforce. So what happened is I entered Rage Mode, and that's what happens when you enter Rage Mode. It looks like things slow down. Your attack and speed are increased. So that's what that was, yep. Sorry if I'm going through the tutorials kind of quick, because I've done a lot of this stuff before. But if you have any questions, let me know.
将軍にとって変わらんと上洛を企てているそうだな。
はい、確かなことは分かりませんが、そのような噂は耳にしたことがあります。
ならば義元に勝てたなら俺は天下すら狙えるということか。
天下？
ざれ言よ。
Yeah, the graphic style they chose for this was a really good decision. Curious how this runs on Switch. I don't know if anybody played the demo in chat.
お前も共に戦ってみぬか。
乱世に抗う。なんと壮大な。ですが、私でお役
Hello,
に
bro.
立て
Sorry
る
you
でしょ
couldn't
うか。
sleep.
その覚悟があるならば、お前を人質としては扱わん。お前も俺を兄とでも思えばいい。
はっ、この家康、必ずや信長殿の、いえ、兄上のお役に立ってみせます。
やれやれ、信長様の蛮勇には骨が折れますな。下の者の苦労も少しは分かっていただきたいもんです。
そう言うな勝家。兄上のやりようは蛮勇にも見えるが、その実賞賛あればこそ仕掛けているのだ。
さすが信行だ。
Yeah, I know I already said it, but I am very happy with how this looks.
言葉に気をつけろとし、信行様だ。何度も言わせんじゃねえ。
I actually don't know what's new in Samurai Warriors
幼い頃からの付き合いだからな。
Everything we've seen so far has
私
been
のことは
pretty
呼び捨てで構
typical.
わないさ。
But that's a
それよ
good
りまたさ、
question. Let me see
こ
if I
たび
can
は
look
苦労
into
を
it.
かけたな。これからも兄上のことをそばで助けて差し上げてくれ。
なあ、任せとけって。この槍の又さがいる限り誰にも信長様を撃たせねえからよ。
そいつは頼もしいこった。
All right, so we got some bullet points here, chat. This is pretty interesting. All right, so Samurai Warriors 5. The story from the first Samurai Warriors is reimagined. I don't think I've ever played the first Samurai Warriors, so that's cool. Stories that have yet to be covered in the series, such as Nobunaga's younger years and his first time meeting Mitsuhide, will be included in the story, along with exhilarating moments such as the battle to the death involving the Oda family and the incident at Onnoji. Experience the dramatic story unfold, told from the eyes of Nobunaga and Mitsuhide. New visuals inspired by traditional Japanese art. Okay, that we've kind of gotten already. That's it. That's all I see for new features. Let me see if I've got an email. Let's see here. Experience an intense historical drama set during Japan's Sengoku period, told from the perspective of this era's foremost military commanders, Nobunaga Oda and Mitsuhide Akechi. 27 playable characters, both returning heroes and brand new characters, have received reimagined designs in order to showcase the captivating world of the Sengoku period. Enemy forces continue to evolve as time passes in the story, making full use of a number of different military tactics to take on the player. That's kind of vague. Like, that sounds interesting, but I don't know what that means. We didn't do a secret objective? I didn't even notice it during the fight. Maybe you guys noticed it. Huh. Oh, somebody said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hyped are you for Super Robot Wars 30? I would say like a 6 or a 7. I've never played those games, despite importing like 1 or 2 of them, actually. But I know Chad is like super hyped on them. And I love mecha. Or I have loved mecha in the past, I guess I should say. So yeah, like I really want to play it. That's not that far away, right? That might be a fun stream, chat. We could do this for Super Robot Wars 30. Yeah, October 28th. maybe we can end the stream with the trailer. By the way, Gold Lewis Dickinson tomorrow. Dojo's coming back tomorrow night after the group stream. I'll be streaming to check out Gold Lewis Dickinson. So if you want to hang out with me, that would be cool. Oh, I totally didn't think Hebrew was going to pick Black Eagles. I thought he was going to pick Golden Deer. So I thought he was going to pick. So I am pleasantly surprised. Alright, destroying bamboo boxes gives us weapons. Suzura. You know what always bothered? So I took 2 years of Japanese. Well, okay, not 2 years. 2 semesters of Japanese in college. And the su sound is like really hard to do. There's like a space. And when you hear a Japanese person do it, it sounds really cool. And I could never mimic it. Never mimic that sound. It's very hard for me. The rarity of the weapons you obtain from the Suzuru depends on your chosen game difficulty and the number of strengths. It was close. Yeah, I bet it was close. He seemed not very into the Blue Lions, but I think the Blue Lions are kind of deceiving because they seem way less interesting than they inevitably end up being post time skip. So you're kind of thrown for a loop there. Ooh. I want to do stuff in the castle. Alright, we'll have to keep playing.
People
would love to meet you post time skip, probably. Yeah.
信長は兵を引き上げた。家康を得て三河にくさびを打ち込んだ信長は次なる一手として北に隣接する美濃への侵攻を決断。この頃美濃では剣謀術数を駆使して成り上がった斎藤道三が旧国主を退けて支配の実権を握っていた。マムシの異名を取る道三は信長の父信秀も攻めあぐねた難敵であった。真っ向から挑んでも勝機は薄いと判断した信長は弟信行らと共に美濃への侵攻を試みる。
You know what games I've always wanted to play, but they've always kind of overwhelmed me? Is Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I've always been very interested in.
兄上、尾張国内すら一枚岩ではないというのに、斎藤道三を相手に戦など無謀に過ぎます。
だからこそ挑むのだ。もし道三に勝てば、織田の武名は高まり、尾張一国、従わぬ者はいなくなるだろう。
恐れながら信長様、戦は博打じゃございません。負けた時のことも考えていただかねえと。
やめよう勝家。信行兄様が反対してもダメなら、もう信長兄様に何を言っても無駄だと思う。
Those super shiny lips.
一は兄のことをよく分かっているようだな。信行、権六、承知してくれるか。
申し上げるべきことは申し上げました。この上は私も腹をくくって美濃にお供しましょ
う。信行兄様だけに苦労はかけさせない。私も美濃に行くよ。
姫、またそんな無茶なことを。まあ、姫も言って引っ込むお方じゃねえか。
聞いたか、家康。美濃に攻め入ることになったぞ。
はい、先ほど私たちにも出陣の下知が。兄上のお役に立つ好機、心して望まなくては。
気合入ってるじゃねえか。信長様もお前に期待してるみてえだ。頑張れよ。
半蔵、平八、出陣の支度を急いでくれ。
なんだ竹千代、随分と張り切ってんだな。
ああ、 必ず手柄を挙げて私が一人前のモノノフであると兄上に認めていただかなくては。
Strong emphasis on story.
その意見
Ah,
はよ
which is cool.
し。とはいえ賞賛は五分にも満たん。若。
Yo, that's Kiryu.
ご油断
I'm
なき
pretty sure that's Kiryu. Like 99% sure that that's Kiryu. Chat, we were talking about mecha earlier, and I did something that I usually never do. But after the Gundam stream, I was so into building Gundams that I actually mostly finished the RX-78 that I was building on the stream. So I should show it off to you guys. I still want to put like decals on it and I want to spray it. But I can show you a mostly finished model. 1 second, let me go grab it. All right. It might be kind of hard to see on this webcam, but try our best here. I think autofocus is on, which is part of the problem. But you get the idea. The feet there. Back, the shield. Oh, that shield is so glorious. Yeah, I was having such a fun time that I just came home and kept building. So this is just a little high grade. I'm going to do maybe a few more high grades before I go up into master grade, but I'd like to keep working up if I could. The RX-78 is going to be in Super Royal Wars 30. That's awesome. I mean, you have to put, if you're going to have a mech mashup, you have to put the RX-78 in there. And I immediately went to this little Japanese store and I bought another Gundam. Does anybody have any guesses of what it is? Somebody said tall geese, and there was a super sick, I think it was a real grade tall geese, but it was a little pricey, and I wasn't quite ready for a real grade, but I do want to build that. The real grade tall geese looks sick. But we've got a high grade Shining Gundam. No, it's not. It's a Gundam. I wouldn't say a Gundam if it wasn't actually a Gundam. I would say mobile suit. How long do they take to build on average? It totally just depends on your proficiency. I think, I was saying this during the stream, like if you're familiar with building Lego, I think they take a lot longer than Legos. They're just much more intricate, and the pieces that you're working with are just so tiny. It can take a while. It probably takes me like 4 or 5 hours, if not more, to do it. You think that's an older kit? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I think I might even build this before the next Gundam stream. We'll have to see. Neo Japan Mobile Fighter. Chat, we should look at Gundams sometime together. Or I should say Gunpla. We should look at Gunpla sometime together. And pick out some ones and build them. The Burning Grip, yeah, man. Yeah. Take my love. What does he say? Take my love, my anger, and all of my sorrow. It's been so long since I've watched G Gundam, but that sounds really fun. I think G Gundam might be on Crunchyroll. Let's check real quick. I know we're getting super distracted from the game, but that's okay. Yeah, G Gundam's on Crunchyroll. Okay, nice. Showing him to the next Gundam stream with one already made is sending a message. Yeah, I usually wait for Gundam streams, but I don't know. I think I was just feeling it. Ooh, we can change our ultimate skill? Okay, let's read this. An ultimate skill is a powerful attack that consumes the gauge during the battle. Up to 4 different types can be equipped. Each ultimate skill differs in strength, range, attack strength, and range, and the kind of enemy unit is most effective against. Okay. Okay, this is very Dynasty Warriors 8-ish. Experiment with different skills to see which ones are the best suited to each battle in your own style of warfare. Using an ultimate skill that is especially effective against a particular type of enemy unit has various advantages, including greatly increasing damage dealt, shortening the skill's cooldown time, and earning you additional rewards upon defeating the enemy. You can check the enemy units that will appear on the battlefield at the Prepare Battle for Battle screen. Sweet. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so what type of units are there going to be? Looks like archers and shield and spear. So helm splitter. Okay, so this is okay. Yeah. We definitely want that then. Okay, and then when it temporarily increases your attack strength, K, defense, speed, refill the Muso gauge. We want that. Draw on surrounding enemies and dash forward at high speed. Hold down the button to increase distance traveled. That's okay. But let's do attack and speed. Alright, we want to change our weapon. What are the skills? Gluttony. When health is full, the Muso gauge refills by a certain amount upon consuming health items. How did you feel about the Berserk Muso if you played it? Yeah, I did play it. I did not really care for it, to be honest with you. It was okay. It was nice being in the world of Berserk, but I thought the gameplay was kind of lacking. Now that being said, I haven't played it in a very, very, very long time, so I might feel differently about it now, but I wasn't super into it when I played it. Increases attack when you have ample health. We want this. Okay. I'm guessing we can't upgrade weapons yet. Okay. Gluttony seems like a good skill. Ben thought so far. Gonna pick this up tomorrow. Level the Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warrior games, other than Dynasty Warriors 9, of course. Man, I've thought about giving Dynasty Warriors 9 another chance, but it's probably not worth it. It's good. I think, you know, it seemed very basic so far. And it doesn't really seem like there's anything new in it. But if you like this type of game, I think you'll similarly enjoy it. I think the new style is cool. The new graphical style. Let's helm splitter these guys. Seems pretty powerful.
分かった。ここは任せて。あんまり無茶はしないでね。
総大将が自ら先陣に立って部働きとは。
This is definitely 100% back to basics. Yeah, for sure seems that way, which is okay. I am kind of a sucker for these games. They're just really mindless fun. What would you say to a Muso Vanillaware mashup of some kind? I would love that. I would love that. Like, a Muso with Vanillaware art would be godly. Yeah, I'd be way into that. Japan is not saved yet, but we're working on it. Alright, barracks. Enemy troops will emerge from enemy barracks. Yep. Okay, so... barracks. I need to get back to Pirate Warriors 4. I just barely checked it out, and it seemed good. Pirate Warriors 3 was really fun as well, if you're into One Piece at all. After stumbling hard with Dynasty Warriors 9, back to base is a good thing. I agree. They've had a number of games since Dynasty Warriors 9, but I totally see where you're coming from. Let's go to player info. I didn't get any more. I did, yeah, okay. So I've got a new normal attack combo and a new power attack combo. Okay. As someone who's never dived in, what makes a good Muso? What's the difference between a good Muso and a bad Muso? Very good question. I'm sure chat will have their own opinions on this as well, but for me, a good Muso is one that has an appropriate amount of challenge, and it's something I don't feel like a lot of people get to see. But what makes Musos fun is when they're pretty well tuned, where you're not just kind of laser focused with what's happening in front of you. You really have to have map awareness. You have to do things like order troops to a certain direction because you'll need to cover multiple points at once. Good Musos are ones where you feel some sort of strategy or tactics coming into play that ramps up in an interesting way. That's what I would say a good Muso game is for me. But it's a super good question. Because it can be hard to tell. This game has QR codes, yeah. Man, have you guys seen for restaurants, like, everybody's doing QR codes for menus now? I've been to, like, 3 or 4 restaurants recently that are doing QR codes. Frame rate is a good answer, Badger on a bus. Frame rate, yeah. It's a very good answer for what makes a good Muso games. These, like, mid-mission cutscenes are always so cool. Are the One Piece Musos good? I've really only played Pirate Warriors 3, but I thought that was super good, yeah. If you like One Piece, yes. Oh, I said Hyrule Warriors 4. Whoops. Meant Samurai Warriors 4. I don't know that I've ever done... Chat, this is gonna be like... This is so sad. I don't know that I've ever done... I'm sure I have, maybe, but I don't remember ever doing a co-op or a Muso game co-op because like no one wants to play these games. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever done co-op.
油断は禁物でございますわ。信長様を過信して命を縮めることなきよ。
無礼ながら一旦引かせていただく。
Hi, East. You guys might be able to hear East. So fun with them. I believe it. I believe it. It's funny because like my wife loves Earth Defense Force. Like we play Earth Defense Force together. Played all of Earth Defense Force 5 but she thinks Muso games are super fucking boring, and she won't play them. Maybe she played a little bit of one with me. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if she played like some of Hyrule Warriors with me or not. Maybe. These fair Muso games are super fucking boring. I get it. I do. I like them, but I get it. It's not an opinion I hold against anyone. I don't like it when people don't give things a chance though, and like when you find a good Muso game that does actually challenge you, it's pretty easy to get sucked into it. EDF can be challenging. Yeah, EDF can definitely be challenging. I thought the newest one, World Brothers, is that what it's called, was way too easy, like to a fault, that it just wasn't interesting. Very cute game though. But yeah, like regular EDF can definitely challenge in a way that's pretty satisfying, for sure. What's who our new move is? Looks like an upward slash? I'm sure games like Hyrule Warriors or P5 Strikers might be a good gateway for a lot of people. Hyrule Warriors, yes. P5 Strikers, I'm hesitant on. It's just so... It doesn't really look like it, but it really is quite a bit different from your average Muso game. That I'm not sure if it would or not. If you want, like, so far, if you want a very, like, traditional Muso, this seems like it would be it. P5 Strikers is not a Muso. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, is it's so different. And Hyrule Warriors is different too. Not as much. Okay, my cat, hold on. My cat, I don't know if you guys see this. Let's see if I can. He's biting me. He's biting me. Please stop. How is Strikers different? Sure. So Strikers is different because it really incorporates a lot of Persona-esque things. So it's not as much about doing combos as it is like this demon is weak to this and constantly switching out demons and managing, you know, like SP. So it has, what I'm trying to say is it has a lot of JRPG in it that make it different from your standard music.
信行の衝動の速さに助けられたか。我が弟ながら。
What's your favorite Muso that had the pushback strategy that I mentioned? Of what I finished? I really thought Fire Emblem Warriors had that to a pretty good degree. Hyrule Warriors, the original Hyrule Warriors, also had that to a high degree. I really, other games that I've enjoyed, Warriors Orochi 3 and 4. 4 was not that challenging. I thought 3 was more challenging, if memory serves. I kind of want to see his true Muso attack, so we might let our health go down to the red.
東西からの攻撃は免れたが、どうさ手間をかけさせてくれる。
織田ごときに勝手はさせぬ。出るぞ。
I've enjoyed what I've played of Dynasty Warriors 8 as well. Dynasty Warriors 8 is one that I think, like, if you're looking to get into it, it's quite good. I wouldn't maybe recommend the PC version, though. It's not great. It's not great. I would probably get the PS4 version. You could consume the spirit gauge and activate a loot, allowing you to escape the enemy's assault. Oh, while taking damage. Interesting. But yeah, I'm certainly not like a super Muso expert. You know, I've played quite a few of the games to varying capacities. And I've enjoyed them, but I would still say I'm a casual fan of Musos. The problem is like that pushback that I was talking about. Sometimes it takes a while to get there. Which can be a little annoying.
敵本陣を落とせると思ったのに、織田勢は思ったよりもしぶといみたいだ。どうにか織田の勢いを止めないと。
What would I want in an next-gen Muso game? So,
ご詰めに出陣の合図を。
honestly, I think the ideas that Dynasty Warriors 9 had, they're good ideas. Like the idea of this sort of like huge interconnected world with kind of more lively towns and like more dynamic exploration, right? So like you can even see it in this stream. You are very heavily restricted with where you can go, but the idea of like having a grappling hook and finding secrets and all that stuff, just making the maps feel like a little bit more alive without going too far and making it like an open world game in a way that it doesn't need to be. I think that could be really cool. And I don't see any reason why they couldn't. Oh no, we let the Neo team work on it. Yeah, I just think some sort of dramatic evolution would be good, but it would need to be well executed, which, you know, based on Dynasty Warriors 9, like, say what you will about Dynasty Warriors 9, it's a super shitty game, and it's like really infuriating. But it tried to do something different. Didn't do it well. Didn't do it well, but it tried. And so maybe it's better if they play it safe, I guess, because it's weird, because Omega Force has done an incredible job with the spin-off games. And things that kind of branch out of the Muso template, right? So we mentioned P5 Strikers, which isn't really a Muso game, but, you know, an evolution of that concept. And I think Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity was great. I had a great time. I want to play more of it. I want to play the DLC. So I don't know why they can't branch out in the same way. Maybe they just need to take smaller, slower steps. That might be part of it as well. Yes, I know it's an action RPG. Strikers is an action RPG. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, it's coming out of that mold. It's a different thing. It's an action RPG, like you're saying, but there are points of comparison that you can make. Do the Muso games sell well? I think they sell well enough relative to their budget. I mean, they've been going on since the beginning of time, so I'd have to assume? I would have to assume that there's quite a dedicated audience for Muso, but I don't have the hard numbers. But it's cool. Like, growing up, I was always kind of dismissive of Muso games, and then I sort of ended up falling in love with them later in life. And I think the reason why I get so passionate about it is it's just good to branch out and try new things that maybe you've avoided forever, or you've kind of dismissed. You know, it's just healthy to do. And not everybody is going to like these games for very valid reasons, but, you know, give it a try. Feed XO, thank you for the prime. What property do you think would make for a great Muso? I've said it, I'm a broken record saying this one, but I would really love to see a Final Fantasy Muso. It is super primed for it. I worry that they would maybe make it more complicated than it needs to be. Say like Dissidia, I think is too complicated for its own good. But like, you have all of these characters that are beloved. You have all of these villains that can serve as, you know, captains and that sort of thing. So Final Fantasy would be great. Mega Man Muso, Blood and Chat. Yeah, I could totally see that. I could totally see that. Like beating a boss and getting their power and then using that in the field and having it change your Muso attack. Yeah, that'd be super cool. Mega Man is a great suggestion. I actually might like the Mega Man suggestion more than my Final Fantasy suggestion. Star Wars bring down droids. Yeah, the Star Wars one is interesting. We don't need to waste our Muso. I really wanted to like the City NT, big letdown. I did too, man. I tried with the City NT. And I liked the PSP games. I did, but I didn't like NT. It was just there were so many design decisions that I didn't like, from how they presented the story to like things that happened in combat. It just felt like it felt both undercooked and overstuffed at the same time, if that makes any sense. Yeah. What other Muso games would be good? A Demon Slayer Muso would be interesting. Yo, does that Demon Slayer game look good? Has anybody looked at that Demon Slayer game? I haven't really checked it out. Like a bad Thanksgiving dinner. Well said. Well said. Is the Demon Slayer game being made by CyberConnect, or am I crazy? Yo, sorry I keep pausing the game. My cat is just freaking out. We'll get it under control. Looks like a CyberConnect 2 game if that's what you mean. That's a good thing. I think CyberConnect does a pretty solid job. Or at least that's what their reputation seems to be. My Twitter account sorted out. No, I was typing it in the chat earlier. Hold on one sec. Drum Corps serve to raise the morale of surrounding soldiers. Defeating a Drum Corps will lower soldiers' morale and make it easier to nullify their morale zone. Take out the drummer boys. Haven't heard anything from Twitter support, so just nothing. Honestly, I don't miss my Twitter account, really. I'm super bummed that somebody has it, but I don't miss Twitter itself. So it hasn't been a huge bummer. Good news, the repair on my computer got completed, so hopefully I'll be seeing that within the next couple of weeks. We'll have a brand new PC in here. So I'd assume the morale is the blue, right? And we want our... I actually might give my PC to my sister. She really wants a gaming PC. She's like, the PC that she has right now, she's like, it can't even play Roblox. Like, that's how bad it is. So she kind of needs a PC. I've like barely been on Tumblr in my life. Help her out. Yeah, totally. New PC time for Final Fantasy 11. So we're doing the Final Fantasy 11 stream from home. Not that we don't want to do it in the studio, but when we're multi-streaming PC like that, it's just a much cleaner setup at home. It's going to be easier for us to just handle. So we're doing it from home. I know people love the studio, and I love the studio, and I totally get it. But with PC specifically, it's just easier at home. And like I was talking about it with Hubert, and it's like, you know, if we bring a console in and something happens to it, right? If it somehow it's like damaged mid-transport, then we're just out that console. And that's rough for us because we cover consoles for a living, or partly cover consoles for a living, you know what I mean? But at least we would still have other platforms that we could use and play and that sort of thing. If something happens to any of our PCs, like, we're fucked. Like, we're out of commission. Like, we do everything on the PC. So it's not even really worth the risk of damaging it that way. You know? No need to risk transferring your PCs right now with the GPU. Yeah, like that especially, right, is also concerning. How much of the spirit gauge does that consume? this guy is definitely beefier than others. Am I not doing anything to help? What is happening? Final Fantasy LAN party would be sick. I agree. It would be sick, but I just don't know if it's worth it. Because with where we stream, like with the stage, which is meant to accommodate us all during the group stream, like we don't really have a ton of room, and like I don't even know how the fuck we would get 4 PCs in there. We'd have to totally rearrange the entire room.
しかしドーさんはさすがに強かったな。ドーさんに従うショーもしかり、面白そうなやつも見たぞ。あの石頭、名は何と言ったか。
Chat, my hope.
なんでそんなに気楽でいられるの？命を落としてもおかしくない戦だったのに。
確かにこたびは際どい戦でしたが、あんな無茶な戦、しばらくはごめんです。
そうだな。しばらくは控えるとしよう。
If we could stream from a net cafe, I would love to do that. I don't know how we would do that, but it would be fun. What I was going to say is, so we only have one Final Fantasy XI stream planned, right? That's all we're committing to. I don't know what's going to happen after that. We'll probably never stream it again, but my hope is that the Allies have such a good time that we just keep streaming Final Fantasy XI. That's probably not going to happen. Okay, but it would be really fun and funny. Because I played Final Fantasy XI growing up. I didn't get very far in it, because the game was confusing as shit, but I had a good time. I have very fond memories of Final Fantasy XI. When did Final Fantasy XI come out? How old was I when Final Fantasy XI came out in North America? Let's take a look. Oh my god. It's even a little older than I thought it was. So, October 28th, 2003, it came out in North America. On PC. I guess March 23rd on PlayStation 2, but I played it on PC. So... I was 14 at the time when it came out. 14 years old. I think I was in 8th grade when it came out. 2003 was 8th grade for me. Because I was older in school. The dream got so downgraded from everyone playing a bunch of 11 to just 4 of you all doing a one-off stream. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do what I can. I organized this stream. Like the stream that's happening is what I organized. I probably got people too hyped up, and that's on me. It's my fault. But at least something is happening, right? Yeah, it does predate WoW. It predates WoW by just a bit. It totally ate the game's lunch, though, because I remember when it came out, there was quite a bit of hype behind it. Especially since it was bundled with the first expansion in North America, The Rise of Zillart. I believe that's what it's called anyway. Anyway, yeah, it was really warmly received, but then WoW came out, and it was just such a refinement. Yeah, kind of blew it away.
兄様が気に入られたってことなのかな。その縁談受けるつもりなの？
斎藤家との縁談がなれば当面の敵を今川に絞ることができる。私は賛成です。
この話受けてやるか。破談にしては道さんに恨まれようしな。
私も仲良くできるといいな。でもマムシの姫君か。 すごく怖い人だったりして。
それも一興。信
Night
行
Lubu.
話を
New,
進めた
not
上
Lubu. Lubro.
承知しました。
Lubu is from Dynasty Warriors. Played Dynasty Warriors, Warriors Orochi, and Sengoku Basara back in the old days. Nice. I don't think I've ever played Sengoku Basara, but I know people really like it. Josh Couture, thank you for the 20 months. All right. Upgrade characters. I love upgrading weapons in Musos. I think this is okay. You want to know part of the reason why I like Musos is I like grinding it out and getting stronger and overpowering your opponents through numbers. And Musos let you do that in a very simple way by just fusing your weapons together, upgrading your weapons, and just getting ridiculous attack and stuff like that. Officer training is really important because you can level up. But normally... So the way that it usually works is like when you have stock characters, it allows you to catch them up to your characters that you... When you get new characters, it allows them to catch you up to like your characters that you've been using for a while. So that way like you're encouraged to try out new people, which is cool. But here it looks like we have stock XP, which we can just spend to bump ourselves up. Which of course we want to do. Because Nobunaga is the only character we have at the moment. Oh, look at this. This looks, this skill tree is actually very Neo-esque. Somebody's mentioned, someone was mentioning Neo earlier. Sometimes I just can't talk, and it drives me insane. Some skills will double the effect when certain requirements are met. Panels with a key icon can be acquired after certain conditions are met. Large-sized panels have double the effect when a specific skill is acquired. So cool. Alright. Yeah, we'll increase health. Sure. Done by power attacks, increases speed. Let's increase speed, actually. How are you liking the game? Love the art style. I'm enjoying it. It's pretty unsurprising so far, but I think the new style is great. You know, and pretty classic Muso fun. The skill tree is new, you think? Interesting. Okay. Alright, so the skill tree might be new. That'd be pretty major. Have you been watching the SMT5 Daily Demons they've been uploading to YouTube? No, I've gone media blackout on SMT5. I'm not watching... I mean, other than, like, maybe a Nintendo Direct or something, I haven't really been keeping up. Want to go in as fresh as possible. Sometimes I break that rule, but I haven't so far with SMT5. Enhanced abilities, new ultimate skill, weapons and items used for upgrade. Great, okay. We don't have any, we can't do that again. We don't have any more skills. We can't train anymore. Okay, so we've done all that. We really want the blacksmith, which we'll probably get after the end of the next mission.
Minoでの一戦を経て、信長の非凡な才を見抜いた道さんは、尾張へ使者を派遣して和睦と縁談を持ちかけてきた。縁談の当事者は織田信長と濃姫と呼ばれる斎藤道さんの娘貴長
awesome.
織田家中には道さんの突然の提案をいぶかしむ声も少なくなかったが、信長は尾張にとって有益と判断。こうして両家は千の盟約を結ぶこととなり、その数ヶ月後、祝言のため信長は美濃へ招かれた。 宴は和やかな雰囲気で進行したが、その水面下では何者かによる不穏な思惑がうごめいていた。稲葉山動乱。
まったく想像しい。そう言うな。祝いの席だ。
Yes, if it was a waifu from a Koei Tecmo game.
不服か。
That's pretty
この
fair.
縁談が。
It's pretty fair.
私は役目を果たすだけ。
大義なことだ。
She reminds me of a Koei Tecmo boss. Who the fuck am I thinking of? Like a spider lady. Who am I thinking of? Maybe a Neo boss. Yeah, I think from Neo. I can Google Neo bosses here. Don't kill my wife! Oh, you know who I'm thinking of? This is it. Hino Enma is who I'm thinking of. She doesn't really look like her, but it's who I thought of. Two detectives went to the scene of crime, but the murder happened so obvious it only took moments to figure out it was a briefcase. Are you talking about Ace Attorney? Oh, it's a pun. Briefcase. Oh. You got me. You got me. What Neo does with Nobunaga, and specifically the first Neo, is hilarious. I kind of want a new character. I'm ready for a new character. But it's alright. The story obviously focused on Nobunaga. Yo, our wife is cool. Like, look at that style. That hair.
忠義ゆえに背くか。よかろう。宴は終わりだ。任せたぞ。
I love that the enemies are just standing around watching them talk. Like, they're just hanging out suspiciously in the background. It would be rude to interrupt. I guess so. Alright, let's do this. Chat, I had a question for you. So Final Fantasy XI happening on Friday. Finally, right? Should I play ahead of time to help guide people? Primarily Huber? Or should I just go in as raw as possible? Because if I go in raw, we're definitely going to be confused. Hi, I don't know if you guys can see my cat. He's joining us again. Hello. Wing it? We like it raw. Alright. We'll do it raw. Comic Cut makes the spirit gauge feel faster. cool. Did not know that. Might be worth it to look into a little since you don't have a ton of time. That's a good point too. That's a good point too. Mods, if you're out there, can you do a poll for me? And this will be for Final Fantasy XI. Raw or protected, I guess. But those would be two options.
信長は殺しても死なぬ。相手が悪かったな。
I don't know if any mods heard that. Happy birthday. Man, I want to stream more New Genesis. The thing is, we're doing this Final Fantasy XI stream. I gotta train for Evo. And most importantly, the number one thing is I'm trying to get caught up in 14. I'm jamming my way through 4.1 right now. It's fucking awesome. I'd be happy to just play 14 all the time. But I can't do that. Thanks, Fred. Appreciate it. I don't know if you guys know this, but Final Fantasy 14 is a very good video game. It's very good. One of the best out right now. And I'm not even at Shadowbringers yet. And I say this. Sure you can't tell me anything. Oh, that was good shade. That was good shade. That was good shade. Storing the mighty attack. You can interrupt the process with a powerful attack, such as an ultimate skill or a Muso attack. Ooh, that's it, huh? You gotta burn cooldowns to interrupt them. But, like, do you really need to interrupt them? Like, look at how easy this is to dodge. Is that worth using a cooldown on? Probably not. How am I doing? I'm doing great. How you doing, alright? How you doing? Too many games, I know. I guess I can say this since the embargo is lifted, but I've gotten through the first case in the Great Ace Attorney. And boy, those games can be so well, like, speaking for this game specifically, it's so well written, it's so charming. Like, it's not really any different from other Ace Attorney games, but goddamn is it charming. And well written. Like, you'd think for the first case you'd be like, oh, it'd be a boring case, right? Like, or just catching everybody up. And there is some of that, right? Nope. I mean, the beginning is a little slow, but once it kind of gets into the details, it's really fun. Really interesting. But I haven't had time to play that either. I'm still trying to finish Monster Hunter Stories 2, which I'm like 34 hours in. Covering along. Ace Attorney is due for a breakout. I wonder how that could happen. Like, it's somewhat popular, right? But I know what you mean, and I don't disagree with what you're saying. I just don't know how you could make Ace Attorney super appealing to the masses. People really like dating and death. It's fair advantage because you play 1,000 games at once. Boy, do I. And like, I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, I'm happy that my interest in games is like so widespread. But you certainly do pay for it in some ways, for sure. And I've been trying to just not play video games all the time and get out there and like do healthier stuff and that sort of thing. And I don't know, it's a lot. Oh, protective one. Yo, based on how the chat was going, I thought Raw would have won. But people want me to put some time in ahead, which I understand and respect. I don't need to sit down, but I can't call my horse inside the building. Alright, where are we going? Can we zoom in on the map? Can we not zoom in on the map? I'm like going backwards. Tried to watch the Gundam stream twice. Fell asleep both times. I feel like the Gundam stream is the perfect thing to fall asleep to. I would love if Easy A had such... And I Alright, know ahead of time, chat, that I shouldn't say this shit, because it's not fair to you guys. So know that, like, don't have any expectation for this. But it would be so sick if we got into Final Fantasy 11 to the point where everybody got max level and got through all the story content. I would love to see the full story of Final Fantasy 11. That would be sick. And I definitely don't want to do it alone. Yeah, Damiani has played a lot of 11 recently, so he'll be good. Now I expect max level all stories. This is why I shouldn't say that shit. Man, I don't know what it was, but I enjoyed like that Gundam stream. Like even more than I usually do. Like I was ready, like I would do another Gundam stream this week. We can't, but I would do it. I'm just ready to, I think I'm just, honestly chat, I think I'm just in a much better mental health space than I used to be. I think I'm just in a better mood overall, which is nice, you know? Being Gunpla is really satisfying. You like take pride in it. Like for the first time ever in Gundam streams, I'm like, I want to get better at this. Like, I want to make some good shit. Like I don't just want to do it. I want to do it well. And I'm a long way from being at that point, but the desire is there. What are your thoughts on P4 Ultimax getting ports? I really want more people to experience Arena and Ultimax, for that matter. Just because I think people understandably write off the story of those games, but I actually think the story is really fun if you're super into Persona. And so I would love more people to experience them. And they're not that long, right? So that'd be sick. It's also just a super good fighting game. Persona 4 Arena is a super good fighting game. I would love to do some dojos on Persona 4 Arena. Let's make it happen. I don't remember who I named in Persona 4 Arena. Oh, I know, yeah. Mitsuru is who I named, because of course I did. The story in Strikers is great. The story in Arena isn't even close to Strikers level. The story in Strikers is very good. Very, very good. Like almost Persona level. Maybe not quite that much, but it's good. I really do think a P5 fighting game is in the works. Super decent. I wouldn't be surprised if it was announced in the next couple of months. Because we have all those Persona announcements coming. I am like convinced that one of those announcements is Persona 5 Arena. Did you ever get to finish P5 Archer its true ending? No. I just don't have time, sadly. I want to do it. I really do. I need to find a way to make time for it. But I've kind of prioritized, because I've been... okay, so for an example, I've talked about getting caught up in Final Fantasy XIV for literal years. I've been wanting to get caught up. And I'm like, okay, enough bullshit. Like, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get caught up in Final Fantasy XIV. And so that's kind of where the time is gonna go. But maybe once that's done, you know, and that slot opens up, I can look back at P5 Royal and do that again. My cat is trying to knock over my drink. Are we gonna get a Ben, Brad, Damiani, and Walker stream? Yeah, I think so. I think you are. You know, and it's not on the books yet, chat, but something I've been thinking a lot about, and I've mentioned this before, is I think I might stream all of Shadowbringers with you guys. Turn it into a weekly thing. Just play through the MSQ of Shadowbringers. I think that'd be really fun. Because people have been wanting me to do it for forever. And apparently there's just some really hype shit that happens in there, and it'd be fun recording that reaction, you know? Trying to get yourself to Dragon Quest 11 before, and stick to it before I go back to 14. Yeah, I feel you. 11 is crazy long. It's super worth that time. I think 11 is one of the best JRPGs of the last generation, no question. So totally worth the time.
君に教えてあげるね。これだけやれば十分だよね。邪魔してごめんね、信長さん。
半兵衛殿がやられただと。我々は一体どう動けばよいのだ。
The normal combo doesn't really have a finisher yet. Oh, we don't get a horse at all. That's fine. I shouldn't have used my ultimate skill yet that breaks the shield. Oh, yeah. Want to get to Stormblood at least. So that's the thing, is like, I feel like I've seen chatter that like people were not that into Stormblood. And, you know, the internet is fast, and so maybe there are plenty of contradictory opinions. Or that like the Shadowbringers is so much better. But I have honestly loved the story of Stormblood. I have thought it was great. It's a little slow at times, but the meat and potatoes of it is very good. And the post-patch stuff, I mean, I'm just in 4.1, has been good too.
お前、明智の家臣だろう。この行いが主の怒りを買うとは想像できなかったが。
少子。それがしは殿のお考えを見通せぬわけなかろう。だが、家中での殿のお立場を思えば、ここで家ごと義達様に背くわけにはいかぬ。
なるほど。資料深い家臣を持ったな。
Stormblood has variety in locales because it's so on point, in my opinion. I just really connected with the idea of people trying to take back their homeland, right? And I think the backstories of the people that were invested, both on, you know, the good side and the bad side, were great. Like, what's her name? I don't remember her name. Is it Fordola? Yeah, Fordola. She's a really good character. I like her a lot.
おい機長、あまり
Who
多
doesn't like a
く
little
でいるな
revolution?
よ。
Yeah, exactly.
うつけと見まがい。
Like it's the bones of it, right, are a very tired fantasy story. But I think what's great about 14 is it fills in the details so well, right? Like the factions are really well developed. The characters are great at really investing you and being sufficiently emotional. There's a good amount of humor spliced in, you know, for as serious as things are. Especially, you know, with like a countrywide war. It can be a pretty funny, charming game. But without grating on you, right? Like without going too far. Yeah, it's super good.
Yeah. やはり兄上はお強い。
Alright, we might get to use our true Muso here soon. You want to play the Iki Island expansion for Tsushima? I don't know if I'll have time, but I would really like to. I would love to see what they add and how substantial it is. I haven't even been able to check out the Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer yet, but I've heard nothing but good things. So maybe this director's cut, it's called director's cut, right? Would be a good excuse to jump in. Yeah, definitely very curious.
お前の助力なくばここまで来られなかっただろう。こんなことになり
Legends
申
is
し訳
so
ない。
fun, Ben. Yeah. Yeah, Brad and Hubert really spoke highly of it as well. Ooh, health and Muso. Nice. Look at that.
この気配、茶の間の方からか。用心するに越したことがないか。
この信長こそが
I wonder how long this game is. How do you feel about Drakengard? Really interesting question. So I played Drakengard for the first time last year. I haven't finished it yet. I haven't even gotten the first ending yet. But I've played a good chunk of it. And you know how I feel about Nier, right? And I've played, man, I've played a lot of Drakengard 3, but I haven't finished Drakengard 3 either. Anyway, or it feels like I've played a lot of Drakengard 3. Like 10 or 12 hours or something in Drakengard 3, I don't remember exactly. But anyway, the point is, Drakengard 1 is extremely tedious. And age has certainly not helped it in that regard. But the world and the characters are so interesting that you kind of just plow through it anyway, which is not that different from Nier. I think the gameplay in Nier, you know, obviously, especially Nier Replicant, is much better. It's not even comparable. But the same sentiment kind of applies. Somebody was saying to use a PS3 emulator with Drakengard 3 just to fix the frame rate, and boy god, does that sound amazing. I've never used a PS3 emulator before, but if it can make Drakengard 3 better to play... Like, if you've never seen how shitty the frame rate gets in Drakengard 3, you would be amazed. The emulator fixes the frame rate, Ben. Yeah, I want that so bad. Because it's a fun game. Like, I even enjoy the combat in Drakengard 3. I don't think it's great, but I enjoy it. It's just the frame rate. The frame rate ruins it. It kills it. In a way that is very, very frustrating. see the final song on stream then. That'd be fun. I would suffer. I would probably rage. But it would be fun. Raging in good spirits, I think is...
よし、ここまで来ればなんとかなろう。光秀、助力感謝する。
It's very clear that the PS3 couldn't do what the Manbar wanted for PS3, being the Manbar he made anyways. Yeah. Yoko Taro is insane. And I would marry him if I could. Speaking of Yoko Taro, Reincarnation's coming out to the West soon. I think it's July 30th. Shit, dude, I gotta remember that. Yeah, I think it's the 30th.
共に終わりに来ても良いのだぞ。死刑に背いては帰りづらかろう。いや、この身一つで逃げ出しては残された一族や家臣が。
Oh no, it's sooner than that. It's July 28th.
それにこたびの始末は、道三様が自ら指図したわけではない。堂々と帰るまでだ。姫様、あれやかなはずの腰入れがこのような次第となり、申し訳ありません。
Don't fuck with people on their wedding, man. They're gonna remember that for the rest of their lives.
この状況に眉一つ動かさぬとは。
So the Nier Automata Reincarnation collaboration trailer just today?
だよな、光秀。いずれまた会うこともあろう。
You mean the Thigh trailer?
信長殿。
Where they...
どうぞ達者で。
Like... Oh, man. We should watch the trailer. The art is just like all 2B Thigh. It's crazy. Yeah, the Thigh trailer, man. It's crazy. 2 trailers to crunch on hand. Yeah, they're both pretty short. So we can let me pull that up. How's the new Genshin update? By the way, people, I haven't checked it out myself, but I am curious. Is it pretty good? An interesting Fuga Melodies of Steel has very Tail Concerto Solatorobo series. Tail Concerto. Now that's a name that I have not heard in a hot minute, but I've talked about that game plenty of times. I haven't heard of what you're specifically describing. Fuga Melodies of Steel. Let's take a look. Dude, Mbun, you're gonna make me play more games, dude. It has very Tail Concerto vibes. You're right about that. Just like immediately, right? Machines. Oh, you know what else it has? And this is deliberate. This is super Advanced War vibes. Cool. It is actually next in those line of games. Oh, interesting. Didn't know that. Assume principles of war to obtain stock weapon mastery. Stock weapon mastery can be used in the dojo or the equipment menu before battle. Okay. Yes, we want skill points. Yes. Hopefully this runs well on Switch. Yeah, I'm curious. Let me know if anybody gets it on Switch. New Genshin update is amazing. New region is beautiful. Oh, I'm jealous. I'm jealous, Red Sky. How do people balance so many... What is your strategy for balancing games?
先の不祥事、義達の指図であったことは明白。道三殿がそれを知らぬ道理はねえと思いますがね。
やはり斎藤家など信ずるに至る相手とは思えない。そのこと、兄上はどうお考えなのか。
心配しなくても信長様はちゃんと考えてるってと思うぜ。
うだがな。信長様も油断してと美濃から来た奥方に寝首をかかれるんじゃねえのか。
勝家、それは言い過ぎだ。言葉を慎め。
すみません、失言でしたな。
Blacksmith time? Blacksmith time.
なあ、いらっしゃい。
Use a weapon to craft a new weapon of a different type. So how do how can I transfer skills? Can I just upgrade the skills, but not transfer them? Are you still playing 14 in your spare time, Ben? Yes, I just picked it back up recently. I haven't made too much progress, but I'm getting near to the end of 4.1. Let me tell you exactly where I am. 4.1. I think I am 3 or 4 quests away from finishing 4.1. I only ever play one single player and one multiplayer game at a time. It helps keep things simple. That's a good idea. It's a good strat. I like it. Yo, who wants to play online with me? Let's make this happen.
なあ、いらっしゃい。
You can remove skills to affix weapons and receive... Ah, okay. Aha, aha. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so if we upgrade the weapons now, we only have 2 slots here. We actually... How do I use it? How do I use the skill gems now that I have them? Is there a PS5 version? I don't believe so. I think it's just PS4. I'm playing on PS5.
斎藤道三という大きな後ろ盾を得た信長は、尾張国内の統一を着々と推し進めていた。
Their weapon and empty slots, but
そんな中、
can I
三
not
河を挟
remove
んで
the
膠
skills that
着
I
状
already
態にあっ
have?
た今川家が、信長の本拠に近い村木の地に砦を築いたとの報が入る。今川家の動きを警戒する信長は、これ以上の侵攻を阻止すべく 村木砦への攻撃を決断。斎藤家に援軍を求め出陣の準備を急ぐ織田勢の中には信長を支えようと奮起する徳川家康の姿もあった。
So I should just use the empty slot weapon to put in what I want.
村木砦の戦い。
Any of you guys playing New World? Not currently. I didn't get into the beta, unfortunately. But I think Brad, myself, and Huber are all going to play when it launches. So I'm curious to check it out.
時期尚早に過ぎましょう。それに斎藤家に援軍を頼んだところで
信ずるに足りぬと。信行は父を信用していないのね。
手をこまねいているうちに吉本は次の一手を
Anyone playing New World, by the way?
後手に回ればもはや勝つ術はなくなるだろう。織田が滅べば次に吉本に脅かされるのは美濃だ。それがわからぬ親父殿ではあるまい。話は終わりだ。機長は美濃への使いを急げ。信行、援軍の来着次第すぐに攻めるぞ。
は、承知しました。
That's the way to play 14 in my opinion. There might be pressure to catch up to everyone else, but the best way to play the game is to take your time and enjoy the story. For sure, as that is its greatest strength. I agree. I am in love with the story, and it is the reason that I play. I love it so much. I'm only just past the Shadowbringers main scenario quest myself, and I'm chipping away at the side quest now. Nice. You want to buy Amazon, knowing Amazon's probably pay to win? Yeah, there was some controversy regarding the store, I think, or some sort of monetization with it. Did you watch the Gold Lewis starter guide? No, I haven't. We should pull that up, too. I watched the reveal trailer and was way in. Yeah, we should watch this together, Shad. Alright, we get more characters. That's sweet. And we can't play as Nobunaga. Obviously, we're going to play as No, because she's fantastic. So I guess we don't have to worry about the... Well, hold on. Let's go back to my castle really quick. Do it, he's very unique. Yeah, I can't wait. He looks super unique. Because he has, like, depending on how you do the circular motions, he has a different attack, right? Okay, yeah, so we can put whatever we want in here, and then upgrade it. So, we have attack strength, attack range, attack speed. Attack speed is always really important. So I think attack speed is a lock. And then what do we want for the second? Range is good too. And you know, regular attack is good as well. Inflicting unblockable damage is nice. Freezing is nice. Stunning is nice. Let's do Earth. Do you generally like Muso games? Yes, I do. Persona 5 Strikers was my first, and I love the Persona aspect, but I think I would have enjoyed it more if it was a straight sequel. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I get that. I totally do. If you're not into the action RPG thing that it's doing, and you just wanted more Persona 5, I could totally see that being disappointing. I get you. We have a lot of gold, so there's no reason not to spend this. Even though we can't use it in this next fight. But yeah, let's do one more battle. One more battle. Yo, what's up with this B rank and A rank? We need to be getting S's. Fucking Scrub League over here, man.
美濃同盟の成立により斎藤道三という大きな後ろ盾を得た信長は尾張国内の統一を着々と推し進めていた。そんな中、三河を挟んで膠着状態にあった今川家が
村木攻めが不服か、信行。
尾張一国も穏やかならぬ。
Can you guys hear East when he meows? She's so fucking cool.
役目を果たすわ。
Who do we like here? Do we like Toshi or Ieyasu? What do you guys think? I think this guy looks more fun.
よし、気張っていくか。
Ieyasu probably a main character later on. You're probably right about that. Just the way the story's setting them up. Oh, he is going to give me nibbles. Yeah, he's right down here.
信長殿。
We got West right behind him.
息災のようだな。援軍はお前たちだけか。
Using both my hands to pet both my cats.
義達様もすでに着陣しておりまする。我らはその名代としてご挨拶に伺った次第。
で、あるか。義達が俺のために働くとは思えんが、明智勢は頼りにさせてもらうぞ。
あ、先日の比例を償うには不足だろうが、力を尽くして戦わせてもらおう。
いよいよ今川との戦か。半蔵、平八、我々は勝てるだろうか。
さて、比嘉の兵力差を踏まえれば、美濃兵を加えたところで勝敗は支部
Boy, that master sure is something, huh?
支部もありゃ十分だろう。俺がいるんだ。臆することねえぞ、竹千代。
おい、信長様はもう動いたぞ。俺もすぐに出る。お前らも急げ。
いつの間に出遅れるなど部門の恥だ。
Oh, oh.
みんな行くぞ。
Somebody's coming in the door. Ooh, we got charge power attacks. Okay, okay. Good things become more likely to happen is what that skill says. Where do I use... Before a battle, it said you could use the items, right? Where do you do that at? Does anybody know? Probably not, right? But... So I just have this equipped? Skill points can be used to consume strategic tomes. How do I consume them? Whatever.
信長様は北回りで進んでるはずだ。俺たちは南から今川本陣を目指すぞ。
Fantastic. Alright, so that you can charge. And then you get a follow-up where you jump in the air, which is great.
これより先には進ませる。
Yes. Okay. Yep, we want them to be in free mode. Alright, what is her... Okay.
裏側の勢いを抑えきれぬ。支店救援行。
別動隊は順調に進んでいるよ。
She seems strong?
俺たちもこの勢いのまま進むぞ。
She seems strong.
あなたの存在
Yeah.
心強いな、
尋常に勝負いたせ。
You gotta be careful with the hyper attack though. It doesn't seem as easy to use as Nobunaga's.
終わりのうつけはあそこか。どれ、きつく急を据えてやると。
She's
吉本が自ら手張ってきた。
super good!
おじさま
Chat.
お待ちしておりましたわ。
勝利条件
Like,
変更。
look at that. It's great for waves.
敵に突破されようとは深く。
恐れ入ったが、さあ、とっとと先に進もうぜ。
Yo, Brandon Jones. This
と生意気。
Brandon Jones is secretly watching the stream right now. He bought it as soon as I started playing this character. As soon as I started playing No. Just immediately purchased. Yeah, she is really fun to play. I think she's way more fun than Nobunaga. Getting that combo going, the Musa gauge is filling up. We gotta see her Musa attack, by the way.
評判通りのうつけぶりをの。
お前が吉本だな。人を見下すその態度、評判通りのうぬぼれやらしい。
Alright, here we go.
これで終わり。
That was a The ending was alright, but just the slow attack was kind of lame. Reminds me of Lana from Hyrule Warriors. Yeah, totally. Lana was very fun to play in Hyrule Warriors. I liked her a lot. I love Hyrule Warriors, man. Oh, fuck. I didn't see what my ultimate skills did. Hopefully that breaks shield. No? Maybe not. Maybe. Yo, we got that combo going now. Yo, we got that combo going now. Can we keep it up the entire map?
どうかしらね。どこにいようと私は役目を果たすだけ。まあいいわ。これで終わり。かわいそうだけど、もっと苦労させてあげる。
吉本様に続け。織田勢を蹴散らすのだ。吉本の出馬で今川が勢いづいている。無念だが引くほかあるまい。敗走。
Nice, nice, nice. Let's keep it going. Somebody else asked, like, what makes Muso games fun, and I wasn't thinking of it earlier, but this is a good thing to point out. So the higher our combo, the faster we earn Muso. So, I believe anyway. and so you're incentivized to keep the combo going, to not drop it, to quickly attack characters and keep it going, and that's extremely satisfying as well, right? Like just trying to get the number like as insane as possible. And we were at like a 3700 combo right there. Going really good. I like Narwhal. How you doing?
控えよゲロ。世は東海の覇者。いずれは天下の覇者にもなろう。
This guy's a punk.
力なき者は力ある者に従うが道理。それが分からぬほどのうつけならば、この左文字に切られるがよい。
これ以上の戦は厳しいようだ。次は必ず勝つ。全軍撤退しろ。
勝利条件変更。開門。
たやすく逃げられると思うでないわ。
No, we almost lost the combo there. Did you see that? Did you see that? Lock on. We lost the combo. The camera made me lose the combo. We're gonna blame that one on the camera. Hey Jesse, how you doing?
やはり無謀だったのだ。戻ったら兄上をいさめなくてもな。
受けてみなさい。楽になりなさい。
これはなんだか。
こりゃお見事ですな。
安心しておったか。
ブーン来そうぞ。
お前を待っていたぞ、機長。
敵将舞い落ちた。
ここは引くほかあるまい。
なんと素晴らしき戦果よ。
I have played Earth Defense Force World Brothers. I like it. Cute game. Really like what they're doing with all the multiple characters and like having a party and that sort of thing. I think that stuff is great. The story has a wonderful tone. The only problem with World Brothers is that it's way too easy. Like by several orders of magnitude. Yeah, I don't remember which episode I talked about it on, but if you want more detailed impressions, I do talk about it on Frame Trap. Sometimes this camera, holy shit. Any bosses around? We gotta go catch up to Nobunaga. How do you pronounce no considering the thing above the O? I think it's still pronounced no, but I'm not sure. Perhaps somebody more fluent in Japanese.
ここまで用意周到とは。
決まって走れ。敵に追いつかれるな。
Just started the most recent episode of Frame Trap. Man, it was my great ep. Thank you. Yeah, that I really liked that episode. It was a really good time. Anytime I do it with Brad and Huber, it's we vibe pretty well. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching. I fucked up. I totally forgot, by the way, until right now, that we can switch characters. Obviously very important. Okay, where is Nobunaga's up? Let's clear out this area and then maybe do Spear Boy. Any boxes? Any boxes? No? We can switch to Spear Boy. Alright, what are Spear Boy's actions? Pretty typical. Okay. He just plows through everything. It's great. It's great. Yeah, man, these games are fun. It's so easy to have a good time with them. Really kind of tickles the same sensation as like a good brawler. But more complex than that, I would say. How much do these games change with each entry? It depends on the series. I would definitely say in terms of like mechanics so far, this one seems pretty typical. Very, very standard. Not in a bad way. I do kind of miss the ridiculous attack, like the Muso attacks from Warriors Orochi. It's got fucking insane. I like that he can take a hit and just like power through it. It might be because of our defense ultimate skill, but no, get out, get out. There you go. That's the other thing that's kind of cool is like coordinating your Musos with other characters, right? So you're maximizing that.
Nobunaga-sama, ご無事ですか?
some reason you can't change costumes, it doesn't give you the option. I didn't even know you could change costumes, so that's weird. Not sure why that's happening.
フルはなんだか。
いいぞ、よくやってくれた。
Where's this punk? Yeah, Persona 5 Strikers really blended elements in from Persona 5's extremely well. Yeah. I had a great time reviewing it. That was a long game, too. Long ass game. But really enjoyed the story. Supposed to get costumes for pre-ordering. Oh, bummer. Yeah, I can take a look at it as soon as we get done with this mission.
私はここで敵を食い止めます。その間に
Spearboy needs help, man. Never mind. It's over. Dynasty Warriors 9 is ass. It's ass. Like, think of the ugliest ass in the world. That's what it is. Oh, I think it was glitchy, not only on Xbox, but on everything. Yo, that music. Paul Blart ass, yeah.
だが今川が三河を取るには家康が必要だ。悪いようにはされまい。
だとしても、家康さんはきっと苦しむことになる。兄様と一緒に戦いたかったはずだもの。
やはりまだ戦を起こすべきではなかったのです。まずは足元を固め、辛抱強く力を蓄えなくては。
それを義元が待ってくれると思うのか。俺は座して滅びを待つなどごめんだ。
Headstrong.
兄上の言うことは正しい。
I'll take you on.
だが、このようなやり方では、織田家はいずれ。
たく、とんだ無駄骨だったな。お前ら、引き上げるぞ。
So has Japan been saved yet? No, we did not fully save Japan.
被害は甚大だ。無事とは言えん。
その言葉を聞き安心した。味方が傷ついているのに平然としているような将は信ずるに値しないからな。
慰めにもならん言葉だが、助力感謝する。親父殿に伝えてくれ。次は必ず信長が勝つと。
受けたまわった。ではまたいずれ。
Your Japan isn't another castle. Ain't that the truth? I don't think we're gonna get an S because we missed multiple, bonus objectives. Wasn't doing a great job of things. Oh, we got it. Oh, we got it. Yeah, you want to do the bonus objectives because you'll get more skills, which is nice.
ミノからでございます。
Yeah, and very intense emphasis on story. In a cool way, I think. And not just talking head stuff either, which is appreciated.
親父殿の指示か。
そうよ。あなたは噂通りのうつけだった。もう用なしというわけね。
お前もそう思うのか。
私がどう思うと私の役目は変わらない。 けど
Trying to murder her husband.
もう果たせそうにないわね。早く殺して。
こうしてみると綺麗な顔をしているな、機長。親父殿に伝えておけ。信長は殺しても死なぬとな。
Good cutscene. Imagine being invested in a traditional Musou game story.
"いらっしゃいませ。
Alright, cool. I think we're gonna have to stop here.